I don't wake up wanting more these days. There's no quiet hunger following me around. No sense that something is missing from the life we're living. I look at where we are, at how calmly the day begins, and I realize something simple and honest: loving you like this. We didn't arrive here by chasing anything. There was no race to become more, no pressure to upgrade what we had. We moved slowly, letting days unfold without forcing direction. Somewhere along the way, one softened into contentment. Love stopped asking questions about what else could exist and started settling into what already does. And what exists here feels steady, uncomplicated, and real. I don't measure love by what it adds anymore. You're already enough for me. This love doesn't reach or stretch. You're already enough for me, and I don't need more than this right here, right now. Loving you already feels complete. We talk without wanting the conversation to turn into something bigger. No hidden expectations, no unspoken demands. There's comfort in knowing we don't need to improve the moment to justify staying in it. Love isn't asking for expansion, it's asking for presence. And presence is something we already give each other without effort. Contentment grows when love stops negotiating. You're already enough for me. No upgrades, no additions. You're already enough for me, just as this love is. I'm not waiting for more, I'm not wishing ahead. This feels like enough. There was a time when more felt important, more plans, more excitement, more reassurance. But time changed the question it asked: what actually lasts, what stays gentle without fading? And the answer wasn't abundance, it was calm. Love learned how to rest here without boredom, without fear, just steady and aware. Peace doesn't arrive loudly, it settles. You're already enough for me on quiet days. You're already enough for me when nothing changes. I don't need more intensity. This softness already holds me. We don't dream endlessly anymore. We dream realistically, or sometimes not at all. And that doesn't feel empty, it feels grounded. Love doesn't need constant future talk to stay alive. It breathes comfortably in the present and shared routines and mutual ease. There's no urge to reach beyond us, because nothing here feels lacking. Stability isn't boring when it's chosen. You're already enough for me. I don't compare this love. You're already enough for me, and I don't ask it to be louder. This calm, this closeness, it already fits my life. There's relief in not wanting more. No tension, no chasing, no sense of falling behind. Love feels generous without trying to give everything it gives. What's real and what's real is the way we stay open, the way we don't demand perfection, the way contentment replaced urgency without losing warmth. Enough doesn't mean settling, it means arriving. like a continuation of what already works. Love doesn't ask me to prepare for something bigger. It asks me to remain present, and presence feels easier when desire is calm and satisfaction isn't fragile. Calm desire lasts longer. You're ready enough for me as life unfolds. You're ready enough for me without additions. I don't need to upgrade love. This version already holds. Years from now I won't remember wanting more. I'll remember this feeling that loving you didn't feel incomplete. It didn't push or pull, it rested, and resting didn't dull affection. It made it sustainable. Love stayed because it didn't need to become anything else. Lasting love doesn't chase fullness. You're ready enough for me, still enough, still here. You're ready enough for me, and that truth doesn't change. Let love stay satisfied. We don't need to stretch it thin. What feels complete doesn't ask to be expanded. We're ready enough, right here, right now, with you. So if love feels calm today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has finally arrived. Nothing else needed. That's the thought that meets me now, not as a conclusion, but as a quieter realization that arrives without effort. I look at where we stand, at how little we ask from each other, and how full that still feels. Love doesn't feel unfinished here. It feels like it knows it can rest. We don't search the room for something missing. We don't measure our days by what they fail to deliver. There was a time when wanting felt constant, when love always leaned forward, hoping for more reassurance, more excitement, more certainty. But that leaning softened, and now love stands upright, balanced, comfortable in its own shape. Nothing here feels half done. I stopped asking love to prove itself. There's nothing else needed now. No additions, no demands. There's nothing else needed now. This love already understands right where we are, without stretching or reaching. Nothing else is needed. We talk easily, not trying to fill silence with meaning. Some conversations drift, some simply settle, and that's enough. Love doesn't ask us to sharpen every moment. It allows softness, allows pauses, allows days to exist without being justified. Being with you doesn't feel like preparation. It feels like arrival. Satisfaction grows when expectation rests. There's nothing else needed now, no next version to chase. There's nothing else needed now. This love has found its place. I'm not accumulation. It comes from ease, from knowing we don't have to perform happiness to deserve stay in love. Didn't become smaller when we wanted less. It became clear, the noise faded, and what remained felt honest, quietly strong and steady enough to trust. Clarity feels calm, not urgent. There's nothing else needed now on quiet days. There's nothing else needed now when life stays the same. I don't need more feeling. This steadiness already holds me. We don't make lists of what's missing anymore. We notice what's working, the way care shows up without being asked, the way comfort doesn't feel lazy but earned. Love isn't standing at the door waiting for something better to arrive. It's already inside, living comfortably in the present, unafraid of being enough. Enough doesn't feel heavy when it's true. There's nothing else needed now. I don't compare this love. There's nothing else needed now. I don't wish it louder. This quiet satisfaction fits my life exactly as it is. Hate relief in wanting nothing extra, no pressure to expand, no fear of missing out. Love feels generous without giving everything away. It gives presence, it gives patience, it gives space to breathe. And in that breathing room, affection doesn't fade, it settles deeper. Contentment isn't empty, it's grounded. There's nothing else needed now. I don't reach beyond you. There's nothing else needed now. This love already knew. No longing left unanswered, no desire left loud. Nothing else, I stay with it. Years from now, I won't remember chasing more. I'll remember how it felt to finally stop wanting. Love didn't lose meaning when it stopped expanding. It gained stability, and stability didn't dull affection. It allowed love to last. Lasting love rests easily. There's nothing else needed now. Still enough, still true. There's nothing else needed now, and loving you feels complete. Let love remain satisfied. We don't need to stretch it thin. What feels whole doesn't ask for more. Nothing else needed right here, right now with you. So if love feels calm today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love. How to stay. Just this love, nothing added, nothing taken away. No need to decorate it with promises or stretch it into something bigger. It arrives quietly, sits beside us and stays. There's no urgency here, no feeling of lack, only the calm understanding that loving you like this is already complete. didn't build this love by asking for more each time. We built it by noticing what already worked. The way silence didn't scare us, the way comfort didn't feel lazy. Love stopped performing and started resting, and resting didn't weaken it. It gave it balance. What we have now doesn't ask to be improved, it asks to be lived. I don't need love to feel intense, to feel real. Just this love, steady and warm. Just this love without needing more. Just this love right where we are, and my heart feels calm. We talk without trying to reach conclusions. Some thoughts remain unfinished, and that's okay. Love doesn't need closure every day, it needs space to breathe. Being with you doesn't feel like progress or delay. It feels like alignment, no pressure to move forward faster, no fear of standing still. This love knows its pace and I trust it. Just grows when nothing is forced. Just this love, soft and present. Just this love, no expectations. I'm not waiting ahead, I'm not looking back. Just this love is enough. There was a time when love felt restless, like it needed to become something else, more exciting, more impressive, more defined. But that restlessness faded, what replaced it was something quieter. Contentment, love learned how to stay still without losing warmth, and staying still no longer feels like settling, it feels like arriving. Peace doesn't rush, it settles in gently. Just this love on ordinary days. Just this love when nothing changes. I don't need bigger dreams, this closeness already holds me. We don't make plans to make love feel meaningful. Meaning lives in repetition, and how care shows up naturally. The way we don't demand perfection, the way understanding comes easier now. Love doesn't feel fragile here, it feels sustainable. And sustainability is more romantic than intensity ever was. Lasting love feels light, not loud. Just this love uncomplicated. Just this love quietly short. Just this love choosing you without needing more. There's relief in knowing I don't have to want anything else. No tension in the chest, no fear of missing out. Love doesn't compete with other possibilities. It stands comfortably on its own, and standing like that doesn't make it rigid. It makes it calm, calm enough to last without asking for attention. Enough isn't the end, it's stability. Just this love and I'm contained. Just this love and I stay present. No extra needs, no silent wishes. Just this love remains. The future doesn't pull me forward with promises anymore. It feels like an extension of what we already share. Love doesn't need to grow louder to grow deeper. It needs consistency, and consistency lives in choosing the same person without questioning why. The choice feels simple now, and simplicity feels safe. Safe love endures. Just this love as time moves on. Just this love still strong. I don't upgrade affection, I Just this love, still true. Just this love, and loving you feels complete. Let love remain simple. We don't need to stretch it thin. What feels whole doesn't ask to be more. Just this love, steady, quiet enough. So if love feels calm today, let it. Because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has found its place. There's no more to ask from love now. Not because it stopped growing, but because it stopped feeling incomplete. I wake up without questions pressing on my chest, without quiet negotiations in my mind. What we have doesn't feel like a draft waiting to be improved. It feels finished in the gentlest way, not closed, but settled. Loving you like this leaves nothing missing. We didn't reach this place by demanding answers. We arrived here by allowing things to be as they are. There were moments when love felt like a request, when closeness came with expectations attached. But those expectations softened over time. They learned how to rest. Love stopped asking for reassurance and started trusting what it felt, and what it felt was calm, consistent and quietly strong. I don't question love anymore. When it feels steady, there's no more to ask from you. This love already gives. There's no more to ask from you. Nothing left to prove right here. Without stretching or wishing, there's no more to ask. We talk openly without steering the conversation toward what could be better. No hidden agendas, no emotional fine print. Being with you doesn't feel like preparation for something bigger. It feels like participation in something already whole. Love doesn't lean forward anxiously anymore. It sits beside us, comfortable, aware and present. Contentment arrives when expectation releases its grip. There's no more to ask from love. No upgrades, no demands. There's no more to ask from love. It already understands. I'm not waiting ahead, I'm not holding back. There's no more to ask. There was a time when wanting more felt natural, like proof that love was alive. But now I see it differently. Love didn't weaken when it stopped asking. It clarified, the noise fell away, and what remained felt honest. Calm didn't erase affection, it gave it room to breathe and made love sustainable instead of fragile. Peace doesn't shout, it settles quietly. There's no more to ask from you on ordinary days. There's no more to ask from you when life stays the same. I don't need extra signs. This steadiness already holds me. We don't build love on endless requests anymore. doesn't feel forced. Love isn't standing at the edge hoping something else will arrive. It's already here, comfortable in the present, unafraid of being enough. Enough doesn't feel heavy when it's true. There's no more to ask from you. I don't compare this love. There's no more to ask from you. I don't need it louder. This quiet satisfaction fits my life exactly as it is. We don't build love on endless requests anymore. We build it on awareness, the way care appears without being summoned, the way understanding doesn't feel forced. Love isn't standing at the edge hoping something else will arrive. It's already here, comfortable in the present, unafraid of being enough. Enough doesn't feel heavy when it's true. There's no more to ask from you. I don't compare or restore. There's no more to ask from you. This love already holds. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with the years from now. I won't remember what I once wanted more of. I'll remember how peaceful it felt to stop reaching. Love didn't lose its meaning when it stopped asking questions. It gained stability, and stability didn't dull affection. It allowed love to last. Lasting love rests easily. There's no more to ask from you. As time unfolds, there's no more to ask from you. As time unfolds, there's no more to ask from you. This love already holds. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with it. Years from now I won't remember what I once wanted more. I'll remember how peaceful it felt to stop reaching. Love didn't lose its meaning when it stopped asking questions. It gained stability, and stability didn't dull affection. It allowed love to last. Lasting you rests easily. There's no more to ask from you. Still enough, still true. There's no more to ask from you. And loving you feels complete. Let love remain satisfied. We don't need to stretch it thin. What feels whole doesn't ask for more. Oh, no more to ask. Right here, right now, with you. So if love feels calm today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has learned how to stay. Everything feels easier with you. Not lighter because problems disappear, but lighter because they don't press as hard. There's no tension in my chest when I imagine staying. No internal bargaining, no quiet wish for something extra. Being with you doesn't ask me to prepare myself emotionally. It lets me arrive exactly as I am.
We don't complicate our closeness. There's no script we follow, no standard we chase. Love stopped feeling like effort a long time ago. Not because we stopped caring, but because caring became natural. I don't rehearse words with you, I don't filter my tone. I trust that what I bring will be received gently. That trust alone
makes everything feel easier. Ease isn't accidental. It grows where safety lives. It's easy with you. Breathing feels slower. It's easy with you. Nothing feels forced. It's easy with you. And I don't look for more. This love already fits.
We talk without racing toward solutions. Sometimes problems stay unsolved, and somehow that's okay. Love doesn't demand resolution to remain present. It understands timing.
It understands rest. Being with you doesn't feel like work. It feels like permission to soften, and softening doesn't make love weak. It makes it sustainable. Sustainability begins when love feels safe. It's easy with you on quiet days. It's easy with you when energy runs low. I don't need intensity. This calm already holds me.
There was a time when love felt heavy, like something I had to maintain carefully.
Every word measured, every reaction examined. But with you, that weight faded. Love stopped feeling fragile. It learned how to bend without breaking. Ease didn't remove depth, it revealed it. Depth that doesn't exhaust, that doesn't demand proof, that simply remains. Depth doesn't have to hurt to be real. It's easy with you to stay present. It's easy with you to stay honest. I don't reach for more excitement. This steadiness feels right.
We don't rush our days, trying to make them meaningful. Meaning already lies in how gently we treat each other.
In patience and listening and knowing when to speak and when to let silence stay. Love doesn't feel like pressure here. It feels like alignment, and alignment doesn't shout. It settles quietly and stays. When love aligns, effort softens. It's easy with you, no explanations needed. It's easy with you, no performance required. It's easy with you, and choosing you feels natural. There's relief in loving without tension. No silent expectations, no fear of not being enough. Love doesn't feel conditional here. It doesn't ask for improvement. It accepts what is offered and meets it with care. That acceptance creates space. Space where affection doesn't rush, doesn't burn out, doesn't disappear. Ease allows love to breathe. It's easy with you to stay. It's easy with you to trust the moment. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels complete. The future doesn't intimidate me. From this place it feels like more days where love stays manageable, gentle, realistic. Love isn't something I prepare myself for anymore. It's something I live inside, and living inside it feels calm, not demanding, not restless. Calm love lasts longer. It's easy with you as time moves on. It's easy with you to remain. I don't upgrade affection, I stay with what works. Years from now I won't remember wanting more. I'll remember how light it felt to stop trying so hard. Love didn't lose its spark when it became easy. It found its balance, and balance allowed affection to remain warm without exhaustion. Ease isn't fading, it's arrival. It's easy with you still, easy, still true. It's easy with you, and loving you feels complete. Let love stay simple, we don't need to strain it. What feels right doesn't ask for more effort. Easy with you, soft, steady enough.
So if love feels light today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know
This love has finally learned how to rest. Content right here, that's the feeling that stays with me now. Not excitement racing through my chest, not longing tugging me forward. Just a steady calm that doesn't ask to be questioned. I don't feel pulled elsewhere, I don't feel unfinished right here. In this ordinary moment, loving you feels settled in the most honest way. We didn't plan to arrive at contentment, it grew quietly through days that didn't demand attention. At first love felt like movement, always leaning forward, always becoming. But somewhere along the way, moving slowed into presence, and presence began to feel fuller than any pursuit ever did. Love stopped asking what was next, and started appreciating what was now. Satisfaction doesn't rush, it recognizes itself. I'm content right here with you, without adding anything more. I'm content right here with you, letting love feel sure. No reaching ahead, no looking back. I'm content right here.
We speak gently, not trying to impress each other anymore. The need to prove is faded, what remains is ease, is comfort in knowing we don't have to build excitement to keep love alive. It stays because it wants to, cause it feels safe to remain. And safety doesn't dull affection, it steadies it.
Steady love lasts longer than loud love. I'm content right here with you on ordinary days. I'm content right here with you when nothing changes. I don't need hiding emotion, this calm already holds me. There was a time when contentment felt risky, like it meant love had stopped growing. But now I understand, growth doesn't always expand outward, sometimes it deepens inward. Love didn't lose its meaning when it became content. It found clarity, the noise faded, and what remained felt balanced. Quietly confident and strong enough to trust. Clarity feels calm, not urgent. I'm content right here with you, without needing more intensity. I'm content right here with you, without asking for change. This steadiness fits my heart naturally.
We don't chase future versions of ourselves, we respect who we are today. Love doesn't ask us to constantly improve the moment, it allows the moment to exist as it is.
Shared routine, shared pauses, shared understanding. None of it feels empty, it feels grounded, like love has finally found a pace it can keep. Grounded love doesn't compete. I'm content right here with you. No comparison needed. I'm content right here with you, and I don't wish it louder. This quiet fullness feels right in my life. There's relief in not wanting more. No tension beneath the surface. No fear of falling behind. Love doesn't feel scarce here. It feels sufficient, and sufficiency doesn't mean limitation. Means peace. Peace that allows affection to flow gently without pressure, without exhaustion. Peace allows love to stay open. I'm content right here with you, choosing calm. I'm content right here with you, choosing care. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels full. The future doesn't tease me with promises of more. It feels like a continuation of what already works. Love doesn't need to expand dramatically to remain meaningful. It needs consistency, and consistency lies in choosing the same place again and again without regret. Consistency builds lasting love. I'm content right here with you as time unfolds. I'm content right here with you, letting love stay simple. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with it. Years from now, I won't remember wanting more. I'll remember this feeling, how settled it felt to stop reaching. Love didn't fade when it became content. It stabilized, and stability allowed affection to remain warm without burning out. Love lasts where it can rest. I'm content right here with you, still content, still here. I'm content right here with you, and loving you feels complete.
Let love stay satisfied. We don't need to stretch it thin. What feels whole doesn't ask to be more.
Content right here, soft, steady enough. So if love feels calm today, let it. Because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has finally found its balance. Loving you gently doesn't feel like restraint. It feels like understanding finally settling into place. No urgency pulling at my hands, no pressure asking me to prove depth. Just a quiet agreement between my heart and the moment, to stay soft, to stay present, to love without force or excess. Didn't decide to love this way all at once. It happened gradually through noticing what didn't need fixing. The pauses between words, the way silence didn't demand filling. Love stopped trying to impress and started paying attention. And attention felt warmer than intensity ever did. I learned that gentleness isn't something love becomes. When it grows tired, it's what love becomes. When it feels safe. Gentle love doesn't rush to be understood. I'm loving you gently. we're afraid, but because we care about how words land. There's patience in how we listen, space in how we respond. Love doesn't crowd the moment, it allows it to unfold naturally. Being with you doesn't feel like effort, it feels like choosing softness over urgency, understanding over reaction, and that choice keeps love steady. Steadiness grows where kindness lives. I'm loving you gently on ordinary days. I'm loving you gently when nothing changes. I don't need heightened emotion. This calm already holds me. There was a time when love felt loud, like it needed to announce itself, but loudness faded and something better stayed. Gentleness didn't erase passion, it refined it. Love learned how to express care without overwhelming the space. It learned how to remain present without demanding attention, and that presence feels deeper than intensity ever did. Death doesn't need force, it needs care. I'm loving you gently without fear of losing warmth. I'm loving you gently without holding back. This softness doesn't weaken love, it grounds it. We don't rush toward the future anymore, we let it come naturally. Love doesn't ask us to prepare for something bigger, it asks us to stay considerate now. Shared routines, shared rest, shared understanding. None of it feels small, it feels intentional. Gentleness became our language, spoken without effort, understood without explanation. Intentional love moves quietly. Loving you gently with patience intact. I'm loving you gently, not asking for more. This closeness fits my heart exactly as it is. There's relief in choosing gentleness, no sharp edges, no emotional urgency. Love doesn't feel fragile here, it feels protected, protected by mutual respect, by listening before reacting, by caring about how we affect each other. Gentleness didn't slow love down, it gave it room to last. Protection doesn't limit love, it preserves it. I'm loving you gently, and I don't rush ahead. I'm loving you gently, and moments breathe. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels complete. The future doesn't intimidate me from this place. It feels like more days where love remains considerate, soft, realistic. Love isn't something I brace myself for anymore. It's something I live inside, and living inside it feels calm, not demanding, not restless. Calm love endures. I'm loving you gently as time unfolds. I'm loving you gently, letting moments breathe. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels complete. The future doesn't intimidate me from this place. It feels like more days where love remains considerate, soft, realistic. Love isn't something I brace myself for anymore. It's something I live inside, and living inside it feels calm, not demanding, not restless. Calm love endures. I'm loving you gently as handled with care, rarely breaks. Loving you gently, calm, steady enough. So if love feels soft today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has learned how to stay kind. Extra dreams waiting at the edge of my thoughts. No quiet list of wishes growing longer at night. I don't scan the horizon anymore, looking for something bigger to arrive. Right here where we already stand, love doesn't feel unfinished. It feels awake, aware, and deeply settled. Loving you like this doesn't leave space for longing, it fills it. There was a time when dreams felt endless, stacked one after another, each one promising fulfillment, but fulfillment didn't arrive through more wanting. It arrived when wanting softened, love stopped leaning forward and learned how to stand still. And standing still didn't feel like giving up. It felt like choosing peace over constant motion. What we have doesn't ask to be expanded, it asks to be lived carefully. Dreams don't disappear when love feels full, they rest. I don't need extra dreams tonight, this love already feels complete. I don't need extra dreams tonight, I'm content with what we keep right here. Without reaching far, I don't need anything more. We talk without imagining what else could exist beyond us. There's no sense of limitation, only clarity. Love doesn't feel small here, it feels focused. Being with you doesn't shrink possibility, it defines it. I know where my energy belongs, where my attention rests, and that knowing feels lighter than at least imagining ever did. Clarity calms the heart. I don't need extra dreams tonight on ordinary days. I don't need extra dreams tonight when life stays the same. The steadiness holds me gently, and that's enough. There was a season when dreaming felt necessary, like proof that love was alive. But love didn't lose its pulse when dreaming slowed. It found rhythm, a rhythm that matched real life, real mornings, real evenings. Love learned how to exist without borrowing from the future. It stayed present, and presence felt richer than anticipation ever was. Presence doesn't wait, it stays. I don't need extra dreams tonight, no bigger vision to chase. I don't need extra dreams tonight, this love has found its place. I'm not searching ahead, I'm not wishing back. This moment already fits. We don't measure love by how far it can stretch, we measure it by how well it holds our tired days, our quiet moods, our unspoken understanding. Love doesn't feel fragile here, it feels capable of staying grounded without losing warmth, and that capability feels deeply reassuring. Capability. where love is accepted. And I don't need extra dreams tonight. No bigger visions in the chase. I don't need extra dreams tonight. This love has found its place. I'm not searching ahead, I'm not wishing back. This moment already fits. We don't measure love by how far it can stretch. We measure it by how well it holds our tired days, our quiet moods, our unspoken understanding. Love doesn't feel fragile here, it feels capable of staying grounded without losing warmth. And that capability feels deeply reassuring. Capability grows where love is accepted. I don't need extra dreams tonight. I don't feel behind. I don't need extra dreams tonight. This love satisfies my mind. No longing pulling me away, no restlessness left loud. I don't need anything else now. The future doesn't call to me with promises of more anymore. It feels like a continuation of what already feels right. Love doesn't ask me to prepare for something grander. It asks me to stay present, to stay attentive. And attentiveness feels lighter as I don't need extra dreams tonight. Still enough, still here. I don't need extra dreams tonight. And loving you feels complete. Let dreams stay quiet. We don't need to wake them. What feels whole doesn't ask or grow louder. No extra dreams right here, right now. No next view. So if love feels settled today, let it be, 'cause loving you without needing more is how I know this love has learned how to rest and stay. Quietly satisfied, not because everything is perfect, but because nothing feels missing. There's no announcement in this feeling, no rush of certainty. It settles in slowly like evening light across familiar rooms. I don't question it anymore, I let it stay. Loving you like this doesn't ask for explanation, it simply rests. We didn't arrive at satisfaction through effort. It wasn't a goal we chased, it grew while we were busy living our days. Honestly, the more we stopped asking for proof, the more love relaxed. It no longer leaned forward anxiously. It learned how to sit with us, comfortable in its own presence. Nothing here feels urgent, nothing here feels temporary. That quiet steadiness became its own kind of fullness. Satisfaction doesn't shout, it stays. I'm quietly satisfied with you, right where we are. I'm quietly satisfied with you, without reaching far. No craving, no need to add. I'm quietly satisfied. We shared days without narrating them. Some moments blur together together, and that feels fine. Love doesn't need highlights to remain meaningful. It lives in consistency, in how care repeats itself without being asked. Being with you doesn't feel like waiting for something better. It feels like recognizing that better already arrived and chose to stay. Recognition brings peace. I'm quietly satisfied with you on ordinary mornings. I'm quietly satisfied with you as evenings settle in. This calm assurance holds me gently, and that's enough. There was a time when satisfaction felt suspicious, like it meant love had stopped growing. But love didn't stop, it deepened. Growth turned inward, found roots instead of reach. Love learned how to remain engaged without needing expansion, and that inward growth felt steadier than constant movement ever did. It felt sustainable, like something meant to last. Depth doesn't always expand, sometimes it settles. I'm quietly satisfied with you when nothing changes. I'm quietly satisfied with you when days repeat. I don't need height and emotion. This balance already fits. We don't chase moments anymore, we allow them. Shared silence doesn't feel awkward, it feels lived in. Love doesn't pressure us to define every feeling. It trusts that understanding exists even without words. That trust removes tension, and where tension fades, affection breathes more freely. Ease strengthens connection. I'm quietly satisfied with you, no comparison needed. I'm quietly satisfied with you when days repeat. I don't need heightened emotion. This balance already fits. There's relief in not wanting more. No list of improvements, no fear of stagnation. Love doesn't feel stagnant here, it feels stable, and stability doesn't dull affection. It preserves patience, preserves kindness, preserves the ability to stay close without strain. Preservation allows love to last. I'm quietly satisfied with you, choosing calm again. I'm quietly satisfied with you, choosing care again. No extra needs pulling me away. This love already feels full. The future doesn't tempt me with promises of more anymore. It feels like a continuation of what already feels right. Love doesn't demand escalation, it values consistency. And consistency lives in choosing the same place again and again. Without regret, that choice feels light now, not restrictive, just clear. Clear love endures. I'm quietly satisfied with you as time moves on. I'm quietly satisfied with you, letting love remain calm. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with it. Years from now, I won't remember wanting more. I'll remember this, how peaceful it felt to finally stop searching. Love didn't lose its warmth when it became satisfied. It stabilized, and stability allowed affection to remain present without burning out. Rested love lasts. I'm quietly satisfied with you, still satisfied, still here. I'm quietly satisfied with you, and loving you feels complete. Let satisfaction stay quiet, we don't need to name it. What feels whole doesn't ask for recognition. Quietly satisfied, soft, steady. this love has learned how to rest and stay. This is plenty, not because life stopped offering us abilities, but because my heart stopped asking for additions. There's a quiet fullness in how we stand here, unrushed, uncompared. I don't feel the need to count blessings or list reasons why this should be enough. It simply is. Loving you like this fills the space where wanting used to live. We didn't arrive at enough through limitation. We arrived through clarity by noticing how little was actually missing, how much peace already existed. Love stopped stretching itself thin, trying to become everything at once. It chose focus, and focus didn't shrink affection, it strengthened it. What we have doesn't compete with anything else. It stands quietly, confident in its own shape. Enough isn't the absence of desire, it's the presence of peace. This is plenty for me right here with you. This is plenty for me, no more to pursue. I don't reach outward, I don't lean ahead. This is plenty, and my heart rests. We share our days without exaggeration. Some moments pass softly, others barely leave a mark, and still love remains intact. It doesn't ask for decoration. Being with you doesn't feel like preparation for something better. It feels like participation in something already whole. Love doesn't keep score anymore, it keeps presence. Presence carries weight without pressure. This is plenty for me on ordinary mornings. This is plenty for me as the evening slowed down. I don't need heightened emotion. This calm already fits. There was a season when plenty felt dangerous, like it meant giving up ambition. But ambition didn't disappear, it softened. It stopped asking love to fulfill every dream. Love learned how to exist without carrying everything, and that separation didn't weaken connection, it made it sustainable. Affection became lighter, less burden, more honest. Honest love doesn't overreach. This is plenty for me without comparison. This is plenty for me without performance. I don't need to prove fullness, I feel it naturally. We don't chase intensity anymore, we allow warmth. We don't push for clarity in every moment. We trust understanding to arrive on its own. Love isn't fragile here, it's resilient. Resilient enough to remain quiet without being overlooked. And that quiet resilience feels deeply reassuring. Resilience grows where love is accepted. This is plenty for me, no pressure to expand. This is plenty for me, no fear of standing still. This gentle fullness fits my life effortless. We don't chase intensity anymore, we allow warmth. We don't push for clarity in every moment. We trust understanding to arrive on its own. There's relief in stopping the search, no background tension, no sense of falling behind. Love doesn't feel scarce here, it feels available in patience and kindness. In the way we remain emotionally open without demanding more from each other. That openness keeps affection alive without strain. Availability sustains love. This is plenty for me and I choose calm. This is plenty for me and I choose care. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels full. The future doesn't call to me with promises of more anymore. It feels like a continuation escalation. It values consistency, and consistency lies in choosing the same place again and again without regret. That choice feels grounding, not limiting. Grounded love lasts. This is plenty for me as time moves on. This is plenty for me, and letting love remain simple. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with it. Years from now I won't remember wanting more. I'll remember how calm it felt to stop measuring. Love didn't lose its depth when it became enough. It found balance, and balance allowed affection to remain warm without burning out. Ballad's love endures sweet. This is plenty for me, still plenty, still here. This is plenty for me, and loving you feels complete. Let enough be enough, we don't need to stretch it thin. What feels whole doesn't have to be louder, right? This is plenty, right here, right now, with you. So if love feels settled today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has finally learned how to rest and stay. Enough as we are, not because we stopped growing, but because we stopped doubting our place. There's no quiet pressure to become someone else. No need to upgrade the way we love. What we bring to each other already fits, not perfectly, but honestly. And honesty has a fullness that doesn't ask for improvement.
We don't wake up thinking about what needs fixing anymore. There was a time when love felt like a project, something to refine endlessly. But refinement softened into acceptance. Acceptance didn't lower our care,
it deepened it. We learned how to look at each other without mentally editing the moment. Love stopped asking what could be better and started saying, this is real. Real love doesn't rush to change its shape. We're enough as we are, right here, right now. We're enough as we are, and I don't ask how. No reaching forward, no wishing back. We're enough as we are. We talk without measuring our words against some imagined standard. Thoughts come out unfinished sometimes, and that's okay.
love doesn't require polish to stay. It requires presence. Being with you doesn't feel like rehearsal for a better version of us.
It feels like participation in what already exists, and what exists here feels grounded, steady and quietly strong. Grounded love doesn't compete. We're enough as we are on ordinary days. We're enough as we are when nothing changes. I don't need transformation, this steadiness already holds. There was a season when enough felt uncomfortable, like settling for less. But time corrected that misunderstanding. Enough wasn't the absence of desire, it was the presence of peace. Love didn't shrink when it stopped chasing ideals. It clarified what remained, felt lighter, less burdened by expectation, and more capable of lasting without exhaustion. Peace doesn't dull love, it steadies it. We're enough as we are without explanation. We're enough as we are without comparison. I don't need proof of fullness, I feel it naturally. We don't pressure ourselves to always be improving. as we are, no fixing required. We're enough as we are, and that feels secure. This quiet acceptance fits my heart as it is. There's relief in not carrying a list of improvements, no internal checklist, no fear of falling short. Love doesn't feel conditional here. It doesn't wait for better behavior, better timing, better versions. It meets what's offered with care, and that care keeps affection alive without pressure. Acceptance creates space. We're enough as we are, and not choose calm. We're enough as we are, and not choose care. No extra expectation pulling me away. This love already feels full. The future doesn't intimidate me from this place. It feels like a continuation of what already works. Love doesn't need reinvention. It values consistency, and consistency lives in choosing the same person without questioning worth. That choice feels grounding, not limiting, just clear. Clear love endures. We're enough as we are, and as time unfolds, we're enough as we are, and letting love remain simple. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with it. Years from now, I won't remember trying to become more. I'll remember how peaceful it felt to stop proving. Love didn't lose its warmth when it became enough. It stabilized, and stability allowed affection to remain present without burning out. Rested, loveless. We're enough as we are, still enough, still here. We're enough as we are, and loving you feels complete. Let us remain unedited. We don't need refinement to stay. What feels whole doesn't ask to be reshaped. Enough as we are, soft, steady, true. So if love feels calm today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has finally learned to stay exactly as it is. Exactly as it is. Exactly as it is. Staying without wanting more doesn't feel like stopping. It feels like understanding where my heart finally rests. There's no quiet tension pulling me forward, no voice inside asking what else could exist. I'm here, fully present, not because I ran out of dreams, but because love stopped feeling incomplete, and that stillness feels honest. We didn't decide to stay through effort. We stayed because leaving no longer made sense. Love didn't convince us, it showed us how calm could replace urgency, how steadiness could replace desire. I don't feel trapped in this staying. I feel chosen by a connection that doesn't demand expansion to remain meaningful. Staying isn't settling when the heart feels full. I'm staying without wanting more, right where we are. I'm staying without wanting more, without reaching far. No restlessness, no hidden need. I'm staying talk about life as it unfolds, not as something that needs upgrading. Some days feel ordinary, some feel quietly heavy, but none feel empty. Love doesn't lean on future promises anymore. It stands comfortably in the present. Being with you doesn't feel like waiting. It feels like participating in something already whole. Wholeness lives in presence. I'm staying without wanting more on quiet days. I'm staying without wanting more when nothing changes. This calm commitment holds me gently, and that's enough. There was a time when staying felt uncertain, like love needed motion to stay alive. But love didn't fade when movement slowed, it clarified. Staying stopped feeling like a pause and started feeling like intention. Love learned how to exist without borrowing from tomorrow, and today became enough. Intention feels calm, not urgent. I'm staying without wanting more, without fear of missing out. I'm staying without wanting more, letting love settle down. I don't need louder emotion, this steadiness already fits. We don't scan the horizon anymore for better versions of love. We recognize what works is how we listen, how we remain patient, how we don't demand perfection from each other. Love doesn't feel fragile here, it feels capable of holding real days without breaking. Capability grows where love is accepted. I'm staying without wanting more, no comparison needed. I'm staying without wanting more, and I don't wish it louder. This quiet fullness fits my life naturally. There's relief in not wanting more. No background tension, no silent dissatisfaction. Love doesn't feel scarce here, it feels sufficient. And sufficiency doesn't mean limitation, it means peace. Peace that lets affection move gently without pressure or strain. Peace allows love to remain open. I'm staying without wanting more, choosing calm again. I'm staying without wanting more, choosing care again. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels full. The future doesn't tempt me with bigger promises. It feels like a continuation of what already works. Love doesn't demand escalation, and values consistency. And consistency lives in choosing the same place again and again without regret. That choice feels grounding, not restrictive. Grounded love. I'm staying without wanting more as time unfolds. I'm staying without wanting more, letting love remain simple. I don't upgrade contentment, I stay with it. Years from now I won't remember moments of wanting. I'll remember this feeling, how peaceful it felt to finally stop reaching. Love didn't shrink when staying became enough. It stabilized, and stability allowed affection to remain warm without burning out. Rested love endures. I'm staying without wanting more, still staying. stretch it thin. What feels whole doesn't ask to grow louder. Staying without wanting more, soft, steady, true. So if love feels settled today, let it be, 'cause loving you without needing more is how I know this love has finally learned how to stay with ease. Love complete, not because it has reached an ending, but because it has found its place. There's no unfinished sentence hanging between us now. No quiet negotiation in my chest. No sense that something is waiting just outside our reach. What we have doesn't feel paused or in progress. It feels whole in the softest, most human way. We didn't complete love by adding more to it. We completed it by letting go of what it never needed. The pressure to impress, the need to compare, the habit of measuring happiness against imagined versions of life. Love didn't become smaller when we stopped expanding it. It became clearer, and clarity made it easier to stay present without wondering what else could exist. Completion isn't loud, it's calm. This love feels complete to me, right where we are. This love feels complete to me. No reaching far, no missing pieces, no loose ends. This love feels complete. Without keeping score, some moments pass quietly, others blend together, and none of them feel wasted. Love doesn't demand highlights to stay meaningful. It lives in continuity, and how care repeats itself without being asked. Being with you doesn't feel like building towards something else. It feels like living inside what already works. What lasts doesn't rush. This love feels complete to me on ordinary days. This love feels complete to me when life stays the same. I don't need height in emotion. The steadiness already holds me. There was a time when complete felt like a finish line, something to fear, but love taught me otherwise. Completion didn't mean stopping, it meant arriving at a place where wanting softened, where rest became allowed. Love learned how to stay engaged without being restless, and that engagement felt deeper than constant desire ever did. Arrival feels quiet, not dramatic. This love feels complete to me without explanation. This love feels complete to me without comparison. I don't need proof of fullness, I feel it naturally. We don't talk about forever like it's a promise we must defend. We live it gently, one consistent day at a time. Love doesn't lean heavily on the future anymore. I trust the present, shared routines don't feel repetitive, they feel reassuring. There's comfort in knowing nothing here needs fixing to be worth keeping. Trust settles where love is steady. feels complete to me. No upgrades required. This love feels complete to me, and I feel secure. This quiet wholeness fits my life as it is. There's relief in not carrying a list of unmet needs. No background longing, no silent dissatisfaction. Love doesn't feel scarce here, it feels available. Available in patience and listening. The way we remain emotionally open without demanding more from each other. That openness keeps affection alive without pressure. Availability sustains connection. This love feels complete to me, and I choose calm. This love feels complete to me, and I choose care. No extra dreams pulling me away. This love already feels full. The future doesn't call to me with promises of more anymore. It feels like a continuation of what already feels right. Love doesn't need reinvention, it values consistency, and consistency lives in choosing the same person without questioning worth. The choice feels grounding, not living, just honest. Honest love and love. This love feels complete to me. Still calm to hear this. This love feels complete to me, and loving you feels whole. Let love remain finished in the gentlest sense. We don't need to open it back up. What feels whole doesn't ask to be more. Love complete, soft, steady, true. So if love feels whole today, let it, because loving you without needing more is how I know this love has finally becomes what it always was, complete.